Game resumed.
Hey guys, I'm IXL's Runamok. Partner with me today is IXL's Grimz. Are you there, Grimz?
I'm here, my man. I'm pretty excited. This is another Heart of the Swarm replay coming at you guys from the VODs of our YouTube channel.
Yeah, guys, so yeah, a lot of new strategies been happening. I'm super excited to see what players are going to be able to dish out. A lot of these replays we've downloaded from drop.sc and just checked them out just like you guys, especially with the added function of play with friends. So download a video, open it up, load it up, and create a lobby and just invite people in. It's a fantastic way to get others involved. Also the ability to take command, that's also pretty sweet. Yeah, that's not about that today. Today is about TVZ, it's about ZVT, and it's between Grimz down here in the bottom left-hand position, Mr. Zappo.
And his opponent from IMP, it is Zoku playing the Banana Terran. So yeah, dude, crazy ass builds coming out from every player. It seems to be that cycle whenever a StarCraft game comes out, that players sort of experiment with the really early stuff, like Reaper openings, and especially with Protoss when they're doing their proxy Stargates for that crazy mineral line harassment that usually wins them the game. So yeah, I think in the early stages of this game we're going to see quite a bit of cheese, and as you can see, Banana Terran Zoku is going to open Reapers.
What is this? 12 racks, 13 refinery. Definitely opting to get those Reapers. Build popularized a lot by MVP and Yoda, I believe. And I think it was not too sure when they were popularized. I'm trying to think of the actual tournament, but
it was definitely something. Ignoring the Heart of the Swarm Reaper openers, it was definitely something used by Terrans earlier on, back when Wings of Liberty was still such a crazy game and roaches didn't cost like umpteen bajillion amounts of supply, when they costed like what, one supply and their range was really short. Reapers, oh my god, were just so imbalanced back then, but now they've brought them back in Heart of the Swarm. They're like, yeah, you know what, we want Terrans to have this option, and Blizzard's given that to them, and here we go. The first Reaper has come out to scout in the Zerg space right now, and all he sees is that gas and pool, and might I just add that that pool is an extremely eco pool. It was delayed so much.
Yeah, so cutting corners already from Zappo here. Now, just to talk back on the Reaper, it's a very fragile and light, nimble unit. What does it do? Total of 4 damage in total, or 8 damage in total, I should say. It does 2 attacks of 4 damage. But they removed its ability to do damage versus buildings. Now, it does also have a passive ability where it can heal outside of combat, so Reapers can be very annoying getting in there. Ooh, already snipes off 2 kills. He's trying to build some spore crawlers by the looks of it. Notably enough, Zergs don't need evolution chambers these days to build spore crawlers. You can just build them off the bat. It's like, oh, I don't have an evolution chamber. Boom, spawn crawler. There it is. Start getting some detection if you don't have a lair tech. But yeah, it does look like this Reaper's going to be water over. You can see it's starting to heal up already using those combat drugs.
It's a very nice ability that they added in for the Reaper, which makes them so much more useful for so much longer. And look at this, he's actually coming in. Oh, nice save by Zappo right there, turning that into an extractor just to save the drone. A very cute play there. And it looks like the Reaper is going to be deflected for now, but of course the Overlord sees exactly where it is. And those drugs, oh my goodness, healing that Reaper up.
Yeah, it just gives them so much more durability. They can just weave in and out of battles so much better now. Gives him the optimal scouting information, but he still hasn't seen this roach alarm. We've got 4 roaches on the way now from Zoko.
Ooh, wow.
Wants to do some damage, and we've had a 3rd CC follow-up coming out of here from, Zoku. He's playing pretty greedy right now, I would have to say, but with some Widow Mines already out on the field, Roach is not going to fare the best against them, but see where Zappo goes with this.
I feel like Zappo could really run over Zoku right now, as long as he's smart, as long as he knows that there is the potential for those Widow Mines, sacrificing maybe 2 Zerglings just to set them off and then running the Roaches in. I think he can do an incredible amount of damage, especially since Zoku has actually opted not to wall off that front of his base. well, not yet anyway, just because he's spent so much money on the command center. There goes the first Widow Mine. Oh, where's the second one going to go off? Oh, it takes out a ton of Zerglings. Where's the rest of these roaches? Is this all the roaches on the field? No, there are 7 more. Here they come into the main. The lift up of the supply depot is very good here, and I think Soku's in a bit of trouble. At the very least, there is going to be some sick amount of SCVs being taken down here. Hellions are the best against roaches. He pulls away the SCVs momentarily, and it looks like he's holding off for now, but he's taking some sick damage. Those SCVs haven't gotten to the reactor. Oh, he right clicks the reactor, but the reactor goes down anyway. More reinforcing Zerglings coming in. Oh, but they get taken out by the Widow Mines, but even more come in the lift off. And where are the roaches? They all die. Wow.
Yeah, that was actually a very impressive hold by Zoku. He's forced the lift off of the natural CC, and well, Zappo's decided to macro behind this. He committed a little bit to the attack. He's now saturated his natural. He's taken a third, so this is a really nice play by him. No lair tech coming out just yet, so it does look like he's still in the droning phase. And meanwhile, Zoku's got to reassess what's going on. He's cleared up the units at the natural, but he still doesn't feel too safe. He's still camping up on the high ground. He's getting his starport, trying to get some stim for his unit, so it does look like we're going to see at least Bio coming out. Not too sure whether he's going to complement this with Widow Mines or tanks just yet, but yeah, I would say that was a pretty decent hold.
Very decent hold, but a nice amount of damage by Zappo, definitely slowing down Zoku's economy rather. Now, finally opting to wall off the front there with some supply depots, and then I just want to mention, I really like Zappo's choice, doing the early amount of damage and just going straight for a third, droning straight up his hive. Sorry, his lair is on the way right now, and he's getting Baneling Nest in his Evo chambers, so his setup here is looking really good for him.
Yeah, double upgrades could be really nice. If he's going for this lair tech and then decides to commit to Mutalisks with some upgrades, that could benefit him pretty well. Note guys, just because it is hard on Swarm, getting to your Mutalisk tech hasn't really changed at all. So if you're going off 2 base, the fastest you can usually get mutas out is around the 10-minute mark, sometimes 9 minutes 30. But when you go to 3 base mutas, they come out around the 12-minute, 13-minute mark. Every time you get a base, it plays them that extra bit longer. Not to mention, you've got to focus on getting more larvae, get more drones, saturate, you can get more gas, things like that. Yeah.
Well, we just had a Hellion scout of the Zerg third, so he knows it exists. He's going to move out with his bio now that he's got 2 medevacs right now. I don't see any other Widow Mines on the field except for the ones that he has as defenses back at home, so it looks like he's just going to be aggressive with this small amount of bio here. A ton of Banelings being morphed in right now, and I think Zappo is going to be more than fine to hold this off.
Yeah, this isn't going to be too bad at all, because even if the going gets rough, what he can do is he can just start lifting off into the medivacs and go somewhere else. No anti-air really coming out for Zappo right now, so Rocco definitely in a position to be aggressive. He's doing some nice amount of damage, turning up some units, bringing out some creep, picking up some stray overlords here and there. Oh, gotta watch out though, these Banelings are in hot pursuit. Oh, I do actually get some nice detonation, so not utilising the medivacs all too well. It does get a bit of a nice split, but overall it does look like he's going to lose the majority of his units.
Yeah, and I think Zappo here is not going to take too much more trouble from this. Only 4 Marines left. Oh, it's a round. No lift off from Zoku. Not quite paying attention to his army because he's taken his own third. So obviously that's going to get cleaned up easy peasy. We actually have a drop coming down here on the right hand side. I think the Zerglings will spot that. They do see it, but will they react in time? Yes, they're pulling back now.
Alright, so this third maybe going to be under a little bit of pressure. Hasn't minded any too much gas here just yet. We do have centrifugal hooks finished up for the Banelings, so it's going to allow them to be extra speedy, and they do so well on creep. And oh, he's just going to lift off and speed boost his way into the main. Some Zerglings already here. A really nice reaction here by Zappo. He knows what's going on. He's trying to keep on top of these drops. They're going to be what's dealing the most amount of damage until he gets things like his Mutalisk.
This Overseer might get figures down. At the very least, a couple of Overlords are going to go down. There's not too many Zerglings here, actually, and it looks like he's posing himself, that Zappo, I mean, to go for an attack. But, oh, he's getting dropped over at his 4th base as well, and these Marines are just wrecking havoc in his main right now. Oh, too many Overlords there.
Big Overlords left, right, and center. He also had another drop at the top here. I would say it would have been his 4th base, and he denied it. basically completely. These drops are just pulling Zappo apart left and right, while Zoku just decides to continue to macro up behind this.
So many Banelings being morphed in right now. I think he's going to try and go for a bust at the front. However, there are 2 siege tanks in the high ground, so I don't think he'll be able to trade too efficiently with this. He will get some nice damage done, but oh my god, look at this. He's continuing to wall in with some factories here. I don't know what he's seen, but I think his spidey senses are tingling here.
Oh, if his spy senses didn't see it, he's already seen it now with the dropships moving up. Is this Widow not going to get the detonation it needs? No, it's not. These Banelings moving heavily now straight into the mineral line. SCP is being pulled. He's going to get them all! Wow. Oh, wow, even destroys the CC, gets the cancels on the 2 factories, and he pulls out. So that was a sick trade-off. It was kind of just like, you attack me, I'm going to put some pressure on you, and, well, we've got even blows being traded back as well. Zoku back now on the offensive with the drop over here at the natural expansion. Getting up the pyramid drones, doesn't beat up another queen, but ultimately these 1-1 Ling is going to push him back for now.
Oh my gosh, bunch of overlords being doped into that drop, but that's okay. He realizes this and does pull back. Nice static defenses, yeah. Sick amounts of damage, but we have another speed back drop in the main here. This is going to get cleaned up really easy. There's more than enough Zerglings coming down. Oh, but just being so annoying with this drop is going to come down to the 3rd, and poor Zappo just doesn't have his units in every location that he needs them to be.
And not to mention, he's not getting the right surface area right now on his 3rd. Speedback is going to pull away. No, it's going to change course. Man, they can dart left and right really quickly. Medivac that was up here by the 4th just scans, cleaning out some more creep shimmers, so this is really critical right now because Zappo isn't committing enough to the creep. He doesn't have the vision he would like at this particular point in the game. It's 16 minutes into the game, and what he's really relying on for scanning information is his overlord placements.
He should have a ton more creep spread right now. He's having a hard time dealing with these drops as well, but it looks like Zoku's actually going to move out right now against this Link Force. Ooh, deciding to pull back, really Stim to run away. Oh, he hasn't quite seen it yet. He sees it now, though. Where's the Stim back? Ah, he's just going to leave some of the units to die right here. There we go. Stim forward, actually, for some reason. I don't know if he should be doing that. He should pull back to the tank fire. There he goes. 1 tank shot going off. No, it's not going to do anything. He's going to go into the 3rd. Where are the Banelings? Ah, the Banelings getting hits, but they're not going for the workers. Oh, I think Zappo whipped that a bit there. He had a big opportunity to take out some of the economy. Yeah, sure, he's lifted off the 3rd CC there, and sure, he's gotten the workers to take off, but if he took his Banelings with him, he would have done so much more damage.
Nice little maneuver there by Zoku, choking off the mineral line with 2 SCVs on hold position to allow his marine ball just to kill those Zerglings even more efficiently. That's what it comes down to, guys. When you want to play at a competitive level, it's about how efficient you can be with your gameplay. Some more units running around left and right. Once again, scanning condition denied, says the siege tank. Alright.
I would just like to reiterate that Zappo is actually still in an amazing position. He is still super ahead. His bank is great. He's actually double expanding right now. So even though he might not have traded super efficiently, the damage he did before, especially when he took out that natural CC, was just so much that he's actually still really far ahead even after that battle.
Yeah, look at this fantastic overall placement by Zappo. He knows this drop's coming. He's already got units in position. He's going to wait for Spine Core. Reinforcements as well. He's going to stream in. He's not actually in the surface area. He needs to get the damage done, so he's going to pull back. Also, we've got another attack force coming over here on the north side of the map. He wants to deny this essentially on his 4th base again, as far as Zoku is concerned, but he's doing as much damage as he can possibly. He's going to deny this. Oh, sick Baneling detonations, and of course the medevac's going to get pushed back once again.
Indeed they are, but this drop, might even get dealt with, sort of wasting a Baneling there on 1 unit. All the Spine Crawlers got taken out, and a lot of damage done to the army, but not so much the economy there. So Zerg's actually still quite in a good spot here. I'm not sure what he's doing though. Trying to look at his base. There we go, an Ultra Den just now coming down after his hike is finished. So it looks like he might be going Ultra Ling Bane here, as he doesn't really have any other tech except for that Infestation Pit.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice choice, I would say. Needs to start working maybe on those 3-3 upgrades as well. As you said, he's got a massive bank right now. And would really help to complement those Ultralisks if you were to go for 3-3. Not to mention the new Ultralisks are the Swarm doing the flat 35 damage, they just melt through units. Ever seen a hot knife through butter? That's what an Ultralisk is like to literally anything other than Zerg.
It's definitely a much stronger unit in Heart of the Swarm here, and this base is actually going to get completely denied. But like you said, okay, there we go. He's starting his Zerg +3 and his Adrenal Bands, but the Terran's weapon upgrades are going to be so far ahead of his opponents that he has a window of opportunity here to do some serious damage. What is going on this right-hand side? Looks like it might end up being a base trade situation here. No, okay, he's coming back.
Pulling back, needs a little bit more banelings. I feel if he wants to try and engage this army, he's just taking it because the Terran's taking the fight on free. Look at how quickly the units get to surround. And unfortunately, not being able to clean up those tanks. He's going to pull back, probably start morphing in some banelings. Here we go, 11 banelings on the way, 24 more Zerglings. Actually losing all his evolution chambers, so no upgrades for you. And yeah, the Terran's tucked himself really nicely into the position, and Zappo finding it really difficult to deal with this right now.
Not trading effectively with that all, and now that those Evo chambers have been taken out, he's going to be behind in 2 weapon upgrades, and that's going to give the Terran so much more power coming in here. I'm trying to look at his harvesters. He's actually on 26 harvesters to 70, so Zappo still has the macro advantage here, but it's just weird, like, previously, now he's got like no mineral bank, but previously he had so much money he could have spent on more Zerglings or more Banelings, but now Terran's going to come in here. Oh, a couple of Zerglings being derped there, even a few drones. I don't know what that's about. Oh, he's going to have to get a sick engagement here. Decides he can't take that on and just lets the Terran walk up.
Oh, he tried to sack the base with the Zerglings, basically, all the drones. Oh, he's just going to clean up every one of those Marines. Zerglings cleaning up, so that was the engagement Zappo could have asked for, and he got it. Meanwhile, Zoko trying to rebuild up his infrastructure, trying to start mining again. This natural, what should have been mined out 5 minutes ago, is now probably his most lively expansion in the game. And yeah, there's a good counter aggression coming out of Zappo too, and Zoko is just trying to hold it off as best he can.
Well, finally, we see something that isn't Ling Baneling. We have 2 Ultras out right now and a couple of Infestors. I tell you what, man, the one ability I miss from campaign is that consume ability where you can eat your own Zerglings to get more energy on the Infestors, but never mind that. There is a drop in the bottom right-hand corner and it's actually going to get destroyed. No, they're not target firing, but here we go, they target fire, and then that's and they will boost out of there. Oh, no, they're not going to boost, actually.
These Ultras doing 41 damage per hit, and they attack every 0.86 seconds, so that's why they're dangerous, and that's why Terrans have a lot of difficulty dealing with them. Oh, this drop is going to come in. Nice fungal. Second fungal goes off.
It's the boost, but of course fungal growth negating that boost. Oh, a third fungal, wow. Gotta love the new physics engine in Heart of the Swarm. The death animations are just so much better.
Yeah, now note, fungal is actually a projectile now. It's not an instant grab, so it's a bit more of a skill shot.
That is correct. Actually gives the opponent a bit of an opportunity to dodge those fungals now. So it's kind of cool. Meanwhile, we have a little bit of harass coming down here. I think he took out a few drones. Oh, manages to lift up and get out of there. The Infestor's nowhere to be seen near that, so of course he'll get up and do the damage for free. Actually dropping them near the base again. He's just going to do it again. Oh my goodness, but the Zerg has a better reaction time now. Oh, still killing off the drones. Oh, he doesn't like that with the medevac though.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of those Marines survived that time. One Baneling cleaning them all up as they were all in the red. And yeah, alright, so look. Zappo taking the gold base now, so it's a little bit risky. It's in the center of the map, but given the state of where his creep spread is on the left and right hand side of the map, it might be an okay decision. But, oh, I'm not totally sure, man. I'm not totally sure about this at all.
Terran's just still been on these 3 bases for so long. He's finally looking to expand over to this 4th base location, taking out that Overseer, and these Changelings are going to try and get a little bit of a scout off, and I think they will, because he's not quite paying attention to them. But yeah, like the Zerg, he's been having a bit of trouble dealing with the harassment here from Terran, which is about Terran to stay in the game for a bit longer. However, Terran Still hasn't got a massive harvester count, but he's definitely managed to whittle down Zappo's harvester count.
Yeah, it hasn't been doing too bad. He has to play very defensive right now, and he knows this. If he goes out and commits to an aggression, he's got nothing really at home. He's got no infrastructure to kind of use kind of counterattacks. And if he moves out and he's not securing a base, then it's all or nothing, essentially. So he's just trying to play it smart right now.
Getting deflected by those coins. He's going to try and harass the gold yet again, but of course his ultras and veins are already here. He's on auto drop though, so they're just going to get destroyed. Nice, pulling the Banelings away, making sure he doesn't waste any of those. Meanwhile, oh my goodness, there's a few other things going on here. This drop on the top of the left-hand side will get him down.
So yeah, one thing I've got to give Zocco for this game is his drop micro has been incredible. And I feel it's very pinnacle to his play. Oh, he's going to move in here. Some fungals going down to the siege tanks, but that's not what the infestors need to be. Losing 2 of the infestors in the first volleys of siege tank fire. Now the pre-split begins. Well, these changelings really helping out a lot, showing exactly what's going on. Scan goes down. He wants to deny this gold base, it seems, as much as possible, but... Whoa.
And it's just a defender though. The Zerg army split up into 2 locations. We're at a bit of a crossroads here actually, and it looks like another infestor being burrowed wants to get off a few infested Terrans to try and get the splash damage off the tanks onto their own army. There we go, big infested Terran lobby. A few siege tank shots going off, and now he's actually decided this is the time I want to get in here. Siege tanks, oh my goodness, too much stuff happening. Oh wow, how many ultras are in this competition, and they're just going to try and choose all this, but there's a nice amount of marauders here from Soft. Chris and Infested Terrans being lobbied out. Oh, but there's just enough here for Zappo to pound through. Oh, not since this new reinforcements comes in. Oh, it's going to clean up the rest of that.
Ooh, nice skill shot bungles going off here by Zappo, but Zocco just holding on. He's got his expansion up now. He's going to start mining out. He's going to start maybe dropping some mules on this location, but he can't...
Such a close engagement, my man.
Yeah,
so close.
It was really close. A lot of siege tank fire. I think losing those initial... Well, the infestor trick was really nice, but he didn't attack at the exact time the siege tanks were already using their diverted attention towards the infested Terrans at this point. So if he'd timed that a little bit better, he probably would have won that outright.
Yeah.
Now, and Zappo just finished finalizing seeing this base over here on the right by Zocco, and he's starting to clean it up with some Zerglings, forcing a bit of a retreat here. Some Marauders coming in. Well, it's too many Zerglings for those guys. They gotta turn home. Oh, Widowmine does a little bit of friendly damage there. He's not lifting up this CC. Oh. And is this drone actually going to get a little bit of counter, a little hatch around there from BM? Nice drop going over here by what was essentially Zappo's third. Pretty Marauder heavy this time, and also a drop coming over here at the top left-hand position. So, yeah, Zappo all over this right now. He's got Zerglings streaming in, denying as much as possible, but he did lose a fair few drones in that engagement.
Oh my god, and even a drop in the middle. These infestors getting taken out. Oh, yuck, that can't be good for Zappo right now. And Zocco's got to be feeling really happy getting those infestor snipes for essentially free. And he's going to continue the aggression. Wow, Zocco just non-stop aggression with these drops, and it's actually doing him so much good. Never mind that though. We have a big engagement here at the front. Oh, it looks like Zappo was confident about grinding himself.
I don't know if I want to commit to that, but he did lose the base over here by the north-hand side. So yeah, this game is definitely turning into a very low eco game. This gold basically being his only last resort. Nice cute little drop location, and Zappo isn't on top of it this time.
Oh, he's gonna lift up and just drop into the mineral line. Ultimate Assault into the womb here. Oh, he's gonna try and snipe this hatchery. I think he might be able to do it with the correct micro. Oh, but ultras are amazing.
Clutch save. So that is going to keep him, or allow him to continue mining from this gold expansion. Trying to now reland his expansion, but with some burrowed Banes here. So that if he starts to saturate this, this could be hilarious to watch as it goes up in flames.
So be amazing. We actually have another drop in the middle, just non-stop action right now,
he
even though it's
got
a low econ game. Oh wow, he did too, and it's gonna be terrible for Zerg. Actually, Zerg is long-distance mining right now, as well as Terran. Both players long-distance mining, even though Zerg had a mad lead at the start. Just the non-stop aggression from Zocco. Has brought him back into the game, brought it back even, and in fact, I'd almost say he's kind of ahead, but not so much ahead on tech.
Yeah, we're currently sitting at 7 Ultralisks, 8 Infestors, and 16 Lings versus 30 Marines, 13 Marauders, and 3 Tanks. So, yeah, given a straight-up fight, Zappo could probably win this, but he needs more of a buffer zone. He needs more Zerglings, and to do that, he needs this gold base, because there are so many fresh mineral patches here. It would just help him so much. And we have another drop coming in. He just wants to deny the mining even more. And this is the fallback on Ultras. They don't have the ability to move around the map. It doesn't look like Zappo's going to commit to an attack. It's moving in. Tons of units going down. Baneling's not actually getting the detonations they want. Good Fungals going down. Baneling, Widow Mines cleaning up a lot of the units. This Ultra is just powering through right now. Terran's being lobbied over the top. And Ultras, they're making their way into the main base. These 2 siege tanks have sat there since the beginning of time in this game. Just lending a helping hand, just dealing out the hurt where it matters. And oh, this is so close, Grimz.
Dude, this is sickening to the stomach. The Terran actually did a drop at the gold base again and has yet again denied the mining from Zappo here, but it looks like, wow, Zappo not going to go into the main. He knows that Ultra's upper ramp, especially with any amount of units, is pretty much just going to die. Oh wow, he even has some Widow Mines up the top there, so it looks like Zocco's pretty well defended, and he's actually just going to lift up this base and try and mine out the 500 minerals here at the natural. He's quite desperate for that money.
Yeah.
So much long distance mining going on. Oh my god.
This game is reaching a point of stagnicity, but at the same time it is so close that both players must definitely be feeling the hurt right now. I think his better opportunity right now for Zappo would be to just secure this base.
Kind of knocked each other back into the Stone Age right now, as I feel. I mean, obviously Zappo with his Ultralist tech and Infestor tech, he could put some nice hurt down, I feel, especially if he used those Infested Terrans quite well, but there is detection at the front and some Widow Mines. Well, this could get dirty, man, especially with a drop happening at the same time.
No.
We've got to keep an eye on these Infestors! Oh, God!
That was probably just the cherry on top. And then here we go, nice little drop of 4 Marines over here by what originally was the 4th. Some vets being gassed here, but a base that's not necessarily used anymore.
Yeah, so almost kind of a null point here trying to take this base out, but I guess any damage you can do is okay damage. It's just levels of usefulness. We have a few infested Terran lobbies happening there, but of course that's not going to do anything as this medevac is actually posed down here at the gold, sees nothing, is trying to get some economic hurt on his opponent though. Oh, jeez, this medevac is being microed everywhere right now. He's actually got a base over here at the top left-hand position. Not sure why it sort of landed there. I think he tried to land it there before, but noticed that he couldn't put it down because and here we go, a nice little drop. Oh, it gets taken out by the Queen though, and the Zerglings clean it up like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a look at the units lost tab. Oh my goodness. 4,000 units lost. Sorry, 4,000 resources lost for Zappo, and 3.5 resources lost for the Terran here. This is insane. Zocco falling back on what seems to be just pure Widowmine right now. Feeling that he needs to play super defensive, and he's only got 1 mineral patch here at his natural, and it looks like he's going to try and be bold and go for his own gold. Yeah, so, both players trying to build up their economies, not even really building up their economies so much as just trying to get something happening. Zerg has a massive gas bank right now, but has no mineral bank. We have Terran trying to take this gold base, but he's going to have a little bit of trouble, especially since, well, there's a lot of burrow banelings everywhere, and I like this from him. He's moving out with the Widow Mines, and he's going to try and take this base over here. This base has been pretty fresh, hasn't been mined all that much. We can see over here at the gold that this Zergling is going to completely deny that. And what is Zappo doing right now? He's posing himself a bit I think Zocco's in quite a nice position. Oh my god, what? 10 Mutalisks being produced?
Very odd choice, I think, coming out of Zapper to go for Mutas, especially with so many Widow Mines on the field.
Yeah, but I feel like he doesn't know about these Widow Mines, especially the en masse of Widow Mines. This is insane. If he just drives over one clump of them, every single Muta will die, and Zocco will be in a great spot.
Yeah, that is essentially like 1000 worth of resources in Mutalisks alone, and he's even lifting up some barracks now. He's gonna start creating a semi-wall in conjunction with this like minefield he's got going on. And oh, that hurts. He's got to play ultra safe right now. He sees the Widow Mine, and that has to be a dead giveaway that something is up.
He's gonna try flying here though, another Widow Mine shot's gonna go up. Oh god, a Muta goes down, but he doesn't care. I think his mentality now is going to be a bit screwed up because he might think, oh crap, what if there's another Widow Mine in the mineral line there? So he decides to pull back. Oh, this defense from Zocco is great, and it's just... I feel like Zappo rolled the dice and got the short end of the stick here, going for those Mutas.
Yeah, he's got some Vipers out now, which means he can start using some Blinding Cloud, but he really doesn't want to get too anxious.
Oh my god. Just playing tug-of-war with this siege tank, manages to pick it off eventually. Quite a bit of energy spent on that. Oh, sacrificing that Overseer into the minefield, and now I think he realizes just how many Widow Mines there are in this unit composition. Look at this wall off from Terran, this is amazing.
If there was ever a much more secured base without Widow Mines, that would be it, man. I just got to not lose those Vipers. He's got to play this a little bit safer than what he's doing. He's just getting way too anxious. He might get the Sig Abduct onto the Thor, and he does. Oh, even pulls in a Viking or two. Not too sure what that was all about. Viking's actually going to start chipping away and killing every one of these Vipers.
He's committing this army right now. Oh, the Mew's flying in. I really don't like this from him. I think he needs to pull back and get the unit composition. He needs to deal with these Widow Mines. Oh, but he's sort of just hanging around, and he's decided, okay, I've got these Mutas now, I'm going to just take out this main base here. And that leaves the Zocco with only the option for, well, all these barracks down here at the fort.
It was a cute little ploy. He actually left one of the, I suppose, baited in a lot of the units. A nice little bit duck going down, but without any real reward. Yeah, these Mutas are just going to lay waste to what was the original remains of Zocco's main base. I suppose all the initial tech that was left here is now going to get cleaned up, and probably looks like he's going to commit a lot more to just going straight to bio, especially how starved he is. And what do we have coming out here? We have a great Aspire being built from Zappo.
This is exactly what I feel like he needs to do, and probably needed to do back when his Mutalisks were getting attacked. Of course, this is a good move from him. Taking out his main base means limits Zocco's option rather. But now the onus is up on Zocco. The pressure is on Zocco to try and find out that Zerg is actually teching to this tech, and to find a way to deal with it with such a low econ situation, because if he manages to get those Broodlords out and trade efficiently, he's going to have a very sad day, especially with just Widow Mines as his primary defense.
Now, bear in mind, there is still 3 Infestors out in the field for Zappo. So he can definitely start getting some good fungals off and locking those units in place, and then the Broodlings are just going to rain down hell, especially... Oh man, I think tank fire was bad. Imagine what's going to happen with Widow Mine start blowing him up. That was a nice little detonation going down there.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. But yeah, I totally agree. I feel like, actually, I was wondering why he isn't doing that right now. Probably has the thought of it. If he had an Overseer and just those Infestors, like lobbying the Infestors on top of the Widow Mines doing damage to themselves, slowly taking out the Terran, I feel like would be a nice way to start chipping away at him. But, oh, these Marines, man, they're going to run into some big trouble here with these Infestors and Ultras if they get spotted. Oh. Where's the fungal? Oh, man.
Yeah, I think he realized he's not going to get the fungal off to save him this time. Muta's still flying around and copying the brunt of the Widow Mines that are left lying around, just scattered pretty randomly everywhere. We have 1 Broodlord underway. Oh no, 2 more have been finished up.
And And that's all he really needs, man. He just needs something to start shelling away at these static, well, not static defenses, these Widow Mines at the front of Zoku's base. He doesn't need to commit to them so much, because as long as those Widow Mines are gone, he could pretty much just run the Terran over with, you know, Lings pretty much. But here we go, they're coming in right now. And the hard thing here, I think, for Zappo is going to be trying to get into the choke points of these barracks that have been created here.
Yeah, but at the same time, he can just sit here and wait and let the Broodlords do everything. This is a bit more of a patience game. If you get over-eager, you're going to lose to the Widow Mines. This is a fact. If you don't get over-eager, then you're just going to be able to slowly chip away and munch this down quite easily. He's going to get a nice stim in here, but just kiting. Oh, getting a little bit over-eager. These mutas swinging in here from the back. Broodlord's coming in out from the left. He's going to lift off and just drop underneath of them. This is a really smart choice. I like this.
Very cute play here from Terran. Actually, oh my god, managing to take out all of the Broodlords. What?
That was amazing.
Two more have been morphed in, a third one being morphed. Yeah, man, that was a sick play from him. But now he knows he's in so much strife, and I don't think he's left with much choice here as to what to do.
Yeah, as we can see, Broodlords being a fantastic counter to Widow Mines. Especially with tanks, and Widow Mines just get shelled upon and die to some friendly fire there. Not to mention they just friendly fire themselves, and yeah, here we go. Look, Widow Mines shot for a Broodling. That's a pretty good trade.
Yeah, very good trade. Oh my god, the Marine's stimming forward though, and it decides Zerg has had enough. He's sick of being patient. He thinks he's taken out enough here. Oh my god, where's the sick bundle? There's a sick bundle. Oh, the Marines.
Walking so many Marines in place just there. I think that's going to be game over. Zappo, fantastic plays right there. That was amazing.
Oh man, such a long game, such a long, low eco game here. Zappo managing to take himself a few more bases, managing to get himself the units he needed to take out that incredible Widowmine defense there. Good game by both players. My name is IXL Grimz, and with me is
IXL's Runamok. Thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to check out the rest of our VODs, and if you're even more generous, like us on Facebook. It really helps out a lot.